It's coffee talk time. And this is a unique setup because I decided today's coffee talk must be in my backyard. And it's really funny how I set all this up so I could be on my device, see who's joining. So if you're here, welcome. If you're going to say hi, put it either in the comments or the chat box, wherever you're connecting. Send me a message and say hello. I have so many fun things to share today. But first, it's time for coffee. And what do? Would we set up? For me, it's morning, 10 a.m., Sunday, North Carolina. We talk about what mug you're using or what cup or what are you drinking. So if you're here and you're joining saying hi, I'm Trisha Becker. Welcome, welcome. This is one of my favorite mugs because it says today's forecast is mostly magical with a chance of miracles. So hopefully my whole setup here actually works. It's a little different color. I didn't bring a ring light out. It's just sunshine. Hey, Jeannie. You got your whipped cream in your coffee, my friend. Jeannie's a frequent visitor for our coffee talk. So we always talk about how do you like your drinks? It's a ritual we all have. You get something to drink in the morning when you wake up. This is my morning. It might be evening or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. You might still be having a drink. Hey, Luke, good to see you, sir. The other thing is that I am on my Wi-Fi, I think, outside my house, and I got earbuds in. So then I realized I put the earbuds in. I can't hear any of you. So it's really actually just for me, but I could put the sound on the computer. But then I thought you're going to get all this other background noise. We got cicadas and birds and planes and trucks and sirens and dogs digging. And well, welcome to my backyard. Haven't even had your first sip yet, Jeannie, with your coffee. Nice. So welcome to Coffee Talk. I created Coffee Talk earlier this year because I just wanted to hang out with like-minded people. And I can't have you all in my house and bring you to my living room where I was having my morning coffee every day in the winter when it was cold. And it's just made me think that there's a way we can all connect, obviously remotely, with this magical thing called, online video. And what happened over time was that people keep asking, are you having coffee talk? Are you having coffee talk? So what I realized is we all need this type of connection where we're just hanging out, talking about creating life and how's life and what's going on. And of course, what I love to share are the other ways that you can connect and continue being part of a community that you love. So that's how all this started. So welcome to another session of Coffee Talk. And why it's called Coffee Talk. I'm from New York. You can't take the New Yorker out of the New Yorker. And in New York City is where they film Saturday Night Live. And there's a really funny skit. I think Mike Myers says it's his aunt from Long Island. But there's a skit from when I was younger. It's called Coffee Talk. And they all talk with an accent. And I can't do the accent very well, but it's supposed to be coffee talk. But it's just coffee talk. It's just talking. It's just connecting with community. So thanks for joining. Thanks for saying hi. I'm amazed that the comments are actually coming up here. But what I'm going to do before I get started sharing what I wanted to share is make sure that I have this so I can actually see the live on my phone, because sometimes the comments come up differently when I do my phone. There we go. So, welcome to my backyard. We're going to start with saying, why did I choose my backyard today? First, perfect weather. Perfect weather. Like, so far beyond perfect weather that it took my breath away when I walked outside this morning. It must be like in the mid 70s at this point right now. Let's see. It's 71. I forgot what 71 felt like. We have had a massive heat wave. And even this breeze right now, I mean, this is like the ideal dream weather. This is to me like Hawaii in the morning. So I walked outside. I said, we're doing coffee talk outside today. I love being outside. You're going to hear me say this word I love a lot today because I love this mug. I love that you all are hanging out here. Hey, Mona Lynn Walker, you amazing woman. Good to see your name pop up, friend. And hey, Andrea, welcome. So this perfect weather, one of my favorite mugs, delicious coffee with my favorite creamer. when you understand that you can focus your attention, your thoughts, your emotions, your words on what you love, you're actually going to change your life. So we're going to build on this today. And you can't see them so much now because of the way the lighting is. My gardenias, there it is, are blooming again. Here, I'll just take this one. So this plant usually blooms full in the spring, and I'm getting bonus flowers. So for those of you who are in my group or have heard me talk a lot, I have a mass obsession with gardenias. Now, next thing that's going to come up in technology is smell-o-vision. You're going to then be able to smell this amazing flower someday in the world of technology. Oh my gosh. So I could talk about how much I love gardenias for hours and why. They're these beautiful white flowers. Some are little, some are big. The way they open up and they unfurl when the bud is, it's just perfect. The scent is my, I'd say, top 3 favorite smells on the planet. I could just sit here and sniff this all day long. Happy as happy could be. I'm touching it. I'm talking about it. I'm looking at it. I can feel the petals. And now once I feel the petals, this is going to brown really. It'll probably start browning by the end of the call. What I'm doing is something called the secret sauce, is I'm activating a sensory experience connected to what I love. Hey, Eris, welcome, welcome. Andrea loves how they smell too. Yeah, you're in the South. It was funny when I realized, hey, Michelle, welcome, welcome. Some people don't know what gardenias are, which is interesting. I grew up hearing my great-grandmother talk about them. She grew up in the South. She grew up in Georgia. She tried to grow them in New York. See, I could just talk about gardenias over and over and over again. I've got another plant over there, but this one somehow, some way, has some magical blooms on it again. And some of them, get brown, and they brown and they die real quick. But I keep going on and on because this is something I love. And I don't need my life to be different to focus on the amazing feeling of having this thing that I love. Gosh, it's good. It's just one of the best smells ever. And when you focus on what you love, the energy of what you desire in your life is activated. That's where your predominant energy is. That's what you're connected to, and that's what you're going to be calling in. So here's the line that we're going to really be focusing on today. I've been doing this for over a week just for myself, my group, and my private one-to-one clients. You must be able to reserve your attention for what you love. That's it. You must be able to reserve your attention for what you love. That's a practice. I teach this because my greatest gift to humanity is I am the deep diver of the human experience and emotions. And I realize I connect with people who either want this skill to really understand their emotional intensity or lack of, and want to experience emotions in a way that I present as safe. It's been a practice for me, of course, over 50 years of learning how to navigate this emotional world inside of me. But holy cow, once you get a handle on it, the emotions I can create intentionally, like my love of gardenias, it's changed my life understanding how to do it. I teach other people how to do the same. Reserve your attention for what you love. Focus on what you love. Here's the other side of it. You ready? The rest is all a soul-destroying illusion. Anything else, anything that you focus on that you don't love is a soul-destroying illusion. Now, that might seem a little too extreme for some of you. Hey, Poppy, come here. She's saying hello to people. It will mess up your life if your focus is on the problems, the pain, the suffering, the anguish. And I know that physical pain is captivating. Come here. Who are you saying hi to? We got to get the dog up here. See, even outside, she needs some love and attention. So there she is. This is Luna. I love her. And even in her barking. You're sniffing the gardenias too? Yes, Poppy? Hey, Carrie. You know what gardenias are. That's awesome. So how could it be so extreme from just focus on what you love, anything else is a soul-destroying illusion? It's true. Because when we focus on something other than what we love, we are often resolving the pain, the suffering, the anguish, the lack, the I'm not enough, I'm not worthy, I don't have, I need to, I should, I could, I should, all these stories. And what we're actually activating and connecting into is reinforcing the stuff we don't want. I don't have money in my bank. I got to go make more money. I have a broken car. I got to go fix my car. And for me, I have a barking dog, and it's like, wait a minute, we'll just get her attention real quick and then give her love. That's always the way, always back to what you love. Our attention is going to go elsewhere. It's going to go into those soul destroying illusions. It absolutely will. We were raised that way. We were raised to look at a problem and solve it. We were taught how to fall down and stand up. We were taught how to miss our mouth with food and then get our mouth. We were taught how to spill food all over ourselves to get it in our mouth. We were taught how to not use the toilet to then use the toilet. We were taught so many things based on what not to do, and then go do something better or different, and then you're going to get the result that you want. It's not the way creation works. So let's play with the laws of creation for a minute. You've heard of the law of attraction, probably. The law of attraction is a small piece of it. It is the explanation that where we put our energy is what we're going to be attracting. It's not the only thing. You must understand that how to focus and how to put your energy somewhere, and it's rooted in emotions. So let's pick something. One of you here, share with me. Oh, hibiscus blooming. That's the other one I have right here. Let's see. Oh, now the wind's blowing everything all over. Let's see if I can move my camera. There's my hibiscus. The bloom's right in the middle. I love the garden. And I haven't done too much of it back here because it's just been so dang hot. But flowers and being outside are definitely the jam today. Oh, and there's a beautiful hawk flying overhead. You must be looking for a little mouse or something. You're gonna come down? Oh, he's just floating right above me. Oh my gosh, how cool. A hawk saying hi to some of you. So what I want to hear from you, for all of those of you who are listening, somebody put something you want in the chat box or the comment section here. Just something that you want, something that you desire, just one thing. It could be money, car, and there's no wrong in this. What I'm just going to demonstrate is the difference and the power of where we put our energy and our focus. Based on my favorite mentor, William Whitecloud, this amazing magician, he said, reserve your attention for what you love. The rest is all a soul-destroying illusion. And it is one of the hardest things to continue to do. It's not hard to learn how to do. It's the consistency is what will change your life. And that's what I have group coaching and classes and one-to-one coaching and all these fun events in person coming up for. How can we implement this over and over and over again? Hi, Kendra. Welcome. Somebody's got to put something that they want in the chat box, or I'm just going to guess. I'm just going to guess what one of you wants. Money. All right, that's the easiest one, right? All right, so let's just imagine we're going to play the game. We're going to build out the emotion of having this thing that we love so we can focus on what we love. All right, think about having $5 million in your bank. Isn't that outside of yourself? I'm just going to use this number, 5 million. $5 million in the bank. It's over there. The bank is over there, right? Or over there. Okay, the bank is over there. $5 million is in the bank over there. What am I going to do with it? I'm going to get the money, and then I'm going to do something with it, right? What am I going to do with all that money? My bills will be paid years in advance. I'll get a new car. I'll get a new house. I'll get new clothes. I'll have a chef. I'll have a dog walker. For me, I'm not going to use your specifics. I will have all of the choices and support. I will have a bigger team helping run my business. I will be able to travel whenever I want. I will be able to buy and eat whatever food I want to eat. I will be able to give gifts. I will be able to support my family. I will be able to take care of my dad. I'll be able to take care of my sister and her family and my son and all of the, so it's not the money. Then the next step is, well, what will I actually have when I have all the money? I have all these things. And then let's say I have that laundry list of the things that I just said. My umbrellas are getting blown all over by the wind now. This is a good thing. This is like ideal weather. I love this weather. Yes. So when I have all that money and I have all those things, I have all the support, I have all the people, what do I actually then have? Freedom, right? Choices. I have, where did my little chat box here go? There we go. Hey, SD, welcome. You're going to have a house by the beach, a new car. You're going to have a private island with all the dogs. You're going to be able to give to charity, right? 10 million in assets under management, more money than I could ever spend in this lifetime. Yeah, that's it, right? Trip to the ocean. So you want all the money, okay? That's actually not the truth of what you want. It's just not. Getting to the truth of what you desire, what you really love, is an emotional experience. Now, just for time's sake, I'm just going to fast forward you through this. It's not the stuff. It's not the person in your bed. It's not the car. It's not the house. It's not the assets. It's not. It's the emotions you're going to have when you have that. That's it. I mean, I couldn't make it any more simple than 20 years of my, okay, 18 and a half, if you want to get particular. Almost 20 years of studying obsessively how to get what we want. It started with the law of attraction, The Secret. It started with Ask and It Is Given, Wayne Dyer, Louise Hay. And then I learned about alchemy, change and transformation, and an internal system. And then what I did was I created a system called the secret sauce that's connecting you to the emotion of what you desire. Now, there's a lot of different ways to do it. You do a visualization, you tell a story. We just did all that. We get into the emotion, a sensory perception of my beautiful gardenia. It's a sensory perception. Freedom and choices, freedom and choices, freedom and choices, right? Happiness, freedom, and helping people. That has nothing to do with the money. That's the truth of what we desire. So you play a game. You play a game with yourself. God, even look at the external, the shape. I don't know if you all could see the way this curves. That line is one of the most sensual, delicious, amazing, amazing little pieces. God, I love gardenias. And it just keeps getting blown all over the place. So the reason why my brain can work this fast and fire this quickly on multiple directions is I have really well practiced reining in my focus. I could get focused on the dog or the flower like that and then come right back to what I love. This is a practice. I'm going to use my gardenia here for a second. We are so well trained to get distracted by the dog, the bill, the bank, the news, the person, all the heartbreak, the person who lied, the bills, the story, the car breaking down. Come right back to the gardenia and what you love. Take 10 seconds. Focus on what you love. Focus on what you love. Focus on what you love. This is what I desire. This is what I love. I want my whole life to feel like the joy and the bliss of how I can just revel in the perfection of a gardenia. The smell, the taste. Yeah, that's this. How can I come back? How can I come back? Oh, it's practice. That's all. Just choose it. You choose to practice this phenomenal system called focusing on what you love. Your children, my son's freckles, my dog when she's so cuddly in the morning, my favorite blanket, my favorite pillow. I was going to say my favorite dog, my favorite kid, my favorite kid's freckles, my favorite flower. You must be able to train your mind to focus. That's why I can, and clearly I've done it pretty well. I can think about the dog, the barking, the whoever is driving down the road that she's barking at, the hawk overhead, the wind blowing, the umbrellas, the gardenia. And what happens? You can hear my voice. Oh, when I come back to what I love, my energy inside my body shifts. I'm connected energetically to a different system of life. This is why, love is all that matters. It's how you focus your love. I love my heart. I love my body. I love my hands. I love even that my nails are falling apart this summer for some reason. I love these mugs. I love these earbuds. I love this old little computer. I love my backyard. Gosh, I love gardenias. I love that I have the ability to connect with people like you around the world. I love that we get to have these conversations. I love that I'm learning more and more about how to teach this stuff based on my personal journey. I love that I can be on 2 devices trying to connect with you all to make sure that I'm not missing any of your comments. There is so much to love in life. Well, what happened over time, over decades, we are taught that we must focus on what's wrong to then get what we want. It's just such an outdated old system. And it's exhausting. And it doesn't work. Yeah, we problem solved and we got some stuff at some point by going, this is hard work. I'm going to focus on the hard. But oh my gosh, isn't that internal system so freaking draining? And you just go through this loop. It's called oscillation. of success and failure, success and failure, success and failure. You have the ability to focus on what you love. And I teach this in my book called Mindful Minutes, 1 minute a day to take your life back. It starts with just finding a minute. You could do it in 10 seconds. 10 seconds turns into 20, turns into a minute, turns into 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's totally possible. I can just get to sit here and sniff this now. That's all I want to do is focus on what I love. Because when you focus on what you love, you get the emotion of what you truly desire. Because we just demonstrated it's not the stuff. If I have all the money, if I have all the assets, if I have all the management, it's outside of myself. What am I doing with something outside myself? I'm just admiring it like, hey, over there, I love you. Hi. Ow. You want what you love to be an internal experience. You want to feel that bliss and that joy and that orgasmic happiness. Isn't it the feeling state that you actually want? First, I'm not going to try to convince you of that here. I just want you to know it's true. It's not the stuff. It's not the lover in your bed. It's not the car. It's what those things will actually give you in an emotional state. And if you have not learned how to connect into the emotional state of your desire, you must start there. And that's what I teach. So let's go back to the beginning here. I am the deep diver of human emotion. It's not scary to me. Emotions are actually sacred to me. Emotions are like the deliciousness of blueberry pie warm out of the oven with this beautiful woven crust on the top with a la mode on the top and the deliciousness of the vanilla bean and the cold of the ice cream contrasting with the explosion of the warm blueberries when you take a bite and it's just bliss. That's what emotions do to me. I've never failed, which is just not bragging. It's just saying something about the technique that I created called the secret sauce to get you in the emotion of what you desire. It's $27 if you want it. I'll add a link to teach you exactly the steps on how I guide all of my clients. And when I work one-to-one with people, it has never failed. So I teach this in my group coaching, one-to-one coaching. You must be willing to see that it's not the stuff you want. It's the emotion it will give you. It's the feeling state, the emotional internal state. And there's so many ways you can explain this and go around it. And it's just so much easier than we allow ourselves to practice because we are obsessed with those soul-destroying illusions. The illusion that it's the car, that it's the money, that it's the person. It's not. It's the emotion you will experience when you have that stuff. That's what it all boils down to. That's it. I know. Food's the easiest one, Andrea, right? Kendra? It's the easiest one to actually explain this connection. How we create a story. It's visualization. Use your imagination. Tell a story. And then actually feel the emotions. So emotions are a chemical concoction in the body that we experience. But we're always, almost always, experiencing ones that have repeated from the past. That's all. We're just repeating old ones. So I want you to practice creating new ones based on what you love. Because anything else is a soul-destroying illusion that's going to hold you in pain and oscillation and repetition of that suffering that we learned in childhood. And we all have it, and we all did it. So the deep diver of emotions here, I'm not afraid of them. And if you want to practice creating emotions and connect in this way to what you love, you're going to feel the shift in your life and you go, oh my gosh, I actually am really powerful. I could just shift my attention and my awareness and focus on what I love. Yes. Yeah. Blueberry pie with vanilla bean ice cream for breakfast. Exactly. Me too. Gardenias. Blueberry pie. Pennies. For those of you who know me, those are the three. I'm like, I could talk about those all day long and just hold my vision and my son's freckles. Hold my focus on what I love. All right. So that's the gist of what I really wanted to share today. But I do want to announce the different ways that you can do this and take this journey with me. I have so many fun things coming up that I'm just bursting with excitement. Oh, and here, this was one thing I did want to demonstrate. Just for somebody here, this was really, really fun that I did a while ago. And it works remotely. So we're just going to do an intuitive reading. I am launching the Art of Intuition, and this one is going to be a remote, it's online. I launched an in-person this summer. I'm also doing it online. So the online Art of Intuition starts on August 25th. I'm on the East Coast of the US, so it's my 5 p.m. Each week. We're going to go for 2 hours. I think it's 5 or 5:30. We're going to go 2 hours for 5 weeks in a row. And you're going to learn how to connect into this invisible space that we're all a part of. Practice deciphering symbols, emotions, stories, words, and be able to then connect into this thing called intuition, where you're able to actually take all of that and create a new reality based on your perception of this unseen world that we're all a part of. It's an energetic process where you connect into your creative genius. You connect into the magician, the phenomenal power we all have. Just takes practice. And it's an advanced process. So even if you're a beginner in this world of personal development, you could join. It's going to show you how powerful you are. So if you're not willing to see how powerful you really are, don't take this class. If you want to step into your magic, your power, your creative genius, and be able to literally step into the magic of like holding your vision on what you love, take this class, The Art of Intuition. And I'm keeping it at this phenomenally low price because I love really sharing this work with people. It's only $199 US for 5 weeks, and you get practice sessions, you get the phenomenal workbook, you get access to the online recordings forevermore. Like anyways. It starts in a few weeks. I'm going to be demonstrating this weekly so you can see what you'll actually learn how to do. So, thanks, Carrie. I do love teaching. It's so much fun. So, all right. So somebody tell me, other than money, we got to do something else. Somebody in the chat box, in the comments, just tell me something that you're going for. It can't be money. We already did money. Pick something else. You want a new job? You want a car? You want a baby? You want a lover? You just want happiness? You want success? Somebody actually wrote success. Somebody in the comment section, tell me what you want. What would you like? We're going to do an intuitive reading. This is all it looks like. Oh, you can't really see because of the light. I just draw 2 circles. Just 2 circles. One is going to be called the victim, and the other one is called the genius. And I'm going to demonstrate what you're going to learn in the Art of Intuition when you take it. Moving to Australia. That's for Kendra. That's actually one of my goals too. I got a few more years left. I know exactly where I'm going. We're going to do moving to Australia for Kendra because that was the first one I saw. So happiness and success. We'll do those again. I'll remember those for next time. So I know Kendra, but what I'm going to do is I clear my field, connect into the intuitive space. I'm going to define Kendra as a victim when she's trying to go move to Australia. So I put Kendra's name in the circle, and I'm going to put the beautiful land of Oz in the circle. I close my eyes, connect to my intuitive field, define Kendra. It's moving to Australia. So Kendra, what I'm getting when you're going for this moving to Australia, and there's no judgment in this, this is just reading limitation in the field, this invisible space, and then, and I have no idea what Kendra's experience is around this. But what I'm reading is information that I practice getting as symbols when I close my eyes. That's my intuitive process, and I teach you how to do this in that course. So what I'm getting for you, Kendra, is that you have all of the plans, but then when you're ready to jump and when you're ready to go, you actually hide. And it becomes so terrifying that you want somebody else to do all the pieces for you. In this space of your victim as you're moving to Australia, you actually can see all of the steps and the things that you have to do. So you have this lineup almost. And then when it comes time to take action, you actually just go hide. It's almost like you put yourself in a little limitation box and you say, oh my gosh, there's all these pieces out there. I can't even look at them anymore. I'm terrified. And I'm going to line them all up, but then I'm going to hide because I can't look at them and I want somebody else to do these pieces for me because this is just beyond. It's everything I want. So you're going to kind of like peek around the corner and go try to look at it again and go, oh, but that's what I really, really want. But in your victim, the biggest piece that's holding you back is this comfort you have with hiding. And the hiding is hiding your truth. It's hiding your face. It's hiding your story. It's hiding your passion. It's hiding what you love. Your safe space is hiding, and it's very closed in, and it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And it feels like it's almost at a breaking point. The more I talk about this victim hiding spot, where it's just collapsing. The system is actually collapsing. That's what I'm getting in your victim, Kendra. So we're just going to clear that for a second because I know I don't want to take up too much time on this demonstration, but we'll see after I do the genius how close we are to my story of what Kendra's been experiencing. So I do that. So I've got one circle here. We just did that one. So then I'm going to focus on this other one called the genius. And I'm going to put Kendra in the circle. And I'm going to define her as the magician that she is, moving to Australia. So I clear my field. And what I do is I just make some notes. I love the visual representation. It helps my mind focus. So I'm going to look at the circle. I clear my field. I just put white light all around me like a big blank slate on a dry erase board that's just wiped clean. Define Kendra in her genius, moving to Australia. Kendra, what I get when you're in your genius and you're going to move to Australia is you are completely aligned to your internal genius, to your definition of yourself. It has nothing to do with what's outside of you. You're actually, in your genius, you're perfectly aligned to your heart. You're perfectly aligned to your magic. You're aligned to what you love. And how it shows up then is the proof. The genius in you and your phenomenal superpower in your genius is your alignment with self. And this alignment with self then allows you a clarity to create the checklist and go, that one thing is done. And then you reconnect over and over and over and over and over again to the power that's within you, the power of your heart, the power of your passion, of what you love, and the beauty of being in this magical connection in the space of where you desire to go, named Australia. Could be anywhere, though, because what happens is this internal alignment in your genius and your powers. You love yourself no matter where you are. You love your life wherever you are. You love your body, your mind, your spirit, your friends, your family, your suitcase. Like you just love it all when you're aligned with yourself and your genius. And the ability then to look at that list and you know, because it was very clear, obviously there's steps. If you're going to move to Australia, there's steps. You are then able to look at one thing on the list to follow through with aligned action. In the victim, what I kept seeing was there's no aligned action. It's all ideas. But in the genius, there's when you are aligned with self, then you look at the checklist of what's next to do. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And it just happens. And then you align with self over and over and over again. And this genius, this power of your alignment with self starts with kind of where we were talking about earlier, is connecting to what you love. And it could be, what do you love about Australia? What do you love about where you live? What do you love about yourself? So Kendra, that's what I was getting for your genius in going to move to Australia. So if you'd like, Kendra, please put a little reply in the chat box and see how that was, if that was accurate in your intuitive reading. And I know that Kendra knows this work of being able to look at a victim and genius. So that's a demonstration of what I actually am teaching in this class called The Art of Intuition. Starts on August 25th and goes for 5 weeks. It's also a beautiful preparation for those of you who are joining us in Raleigh and Durham, North Carolina, for August 10th and 11th. We're hosting a live event. It's myself and 2 other amazing, powerful women who are magicians, alchemists, and incredible creators. There's Tracy Reiferscheid, who is coming all the way from Canada, and Darcy Volden coming all the way from Texas, and we are gathering here October 10th and 11th in person for a whole 2 days where we actually get to be in a container doing this stuff in person together. So the tickets are at, I'm going to put all the here, let's see, is that this one? That's The Art of Intuition. I'll put that in the chat box. And then there is the TrishaBecker.com is my website for all this stuff. But the link specifically for the Creative Alchemy event, Trisha, I think it's Trisha, spell my name right, Becker.com, and then creative-alchemy-event-page. That's long. But that is the way you could join us. And for a 2-day event, you're getting discounts on the hotel. You're going to get, this is the thing that we realized, is that when we wanted to do this event, we came up with the idea that we don't want people to just come to an event and then go, oh, that was another great event. And then you ever go to an event or a seminar and then you have that like emotional and physical letdown afterwards and you get so sad and it's like, oh, I miss everybody. And why don't I feel the same? We're actually going to create a container beforehand with 3 Zoom calls before the event so everybody gets to know each other. And then we're going to have 3 Zoom calls after the event to stay in that field of connected and embodying your genius. You're connected to your genius. That's what we just did in that victim genius. We're going to be doing it in groups. We're going to be learning about the truth of who we are and physically, emotionally, and mentally embodying it through these 2 days. So it's going to be 9 to 5 on Saturday and Sunday. There's a happy hour we're going to all be meeting for that Friday night on October 9th. So it's October 10th and 11th in Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. So the airport is called RDU, Raleigh, Durham. Raleigh is the city next to Durham. I live in Durham, and the hotel is right near the airport. And it's near shopping, and it's near food, and it's just, there's going to be so much fun stuff to do. October is like this weather right now. Perfect in North Carolina. So those are the 2 big things that are coming up. I mean, other than I've got group coaching, I've got one-to-one coaching, I've got all sorts of other things. If you want the secret sauce, do yourself a $27 gift and get the coolest thing that you could ever teach yourself. It's $27. I mean, that's a dinner out, but you're giving yourself a gift for something for the rest of your life. So let's see. You liked it, Kendra? It's the whatever the 11th. I think the 11th is Saturday. The 10th, I'm thinking of the 10th to the 12th. So the event, thank you for that, Jeannie. Jeannie's coming. Friday is the 10th. We're having happy hour. 11th is the first day of the in-person event. The 12th is the second day. So I'm thinking, the whole weekend, the 10th to the 12th. It's that weekend in North Carolina. So all the information is on that trishabecker.com/creative-alchemy-event-page. And then if you want more info on that, just send me a message. If you want to find out if it's the right event for you. Yeah, it is. And we're going to have a special guest speaker show up. So some of you might know who that is, but we're kind of keeping that under wraps if you don't. So there's a special guest speaker coming to join us for the event. So that's going to knock everybody's socks off. That's my super creation of powerful magic in my life. Choosing it because I love it, and choosing to share these things with people like you because I love it. And this journey that I've been on in my life of experiencing my world in this emotional intensity hasn't always been easy. It's been really, really, really rough, actually, until I learned how to harness all this energy and focus on what I love. Just like I said, is focusing on what I love, not the soul destroying illusions. So I ask you all to do the same thing. I ask you all to do this for yourselves. I ask you to join me in any way that you like. If this is something that interests you, to say, I want to master my emotional experience in this world. Join me. Join me and Darcy and Tracy for our Creative Alchemy event, October 11th and 12th. And it's Durham, North Carolina. Fly into Raleigh, or just give me a call and let me know that you want to be here. We'll make arrangements. There's payments available. If you want to pay in full, that's of course going to get you the best price. It's $299, $297 for a 2-day event where you get in-person experience and connection and community. And we're going to be launching more about this as the weeks and the days get closer. The Zoom calls are going to start at the beginning of September. So you want to get in on it. And there's 1 seat left for the early registration that you're going to get all these gifts. The gifts are going to be sent out this week. So those of you who have early registered, thank you so much. It's Jeannie's birthday weekend. That's right. So if you are interested in coming and you want to get the free gifts, like for me, you're getting a one-to-one session with me. Darcy, you're going to get a session with her. She is a master channel of energy, and it's so powerful. And with Tracy, you're going to be getting a membership for her private course for a short period of time. But there's only 1 seat left for the early registration. So if you do want to get these free gifts that we're giving before, just for the people who early register and pay in full, just get your ticket today, because we're going to be closing out that. It was actually supposed to be closed at the end of July, but here we are. We have 1 left. So if you want a ticket to Creative Alchemy, you want all these free gifts, you're going to get everything else. You're going to get the recordings, the workbooks, obviously the in-person event. We're printing out workbooks. It's a formal seminar and event. This is not just we're going to be sitting in some kitchen or a living room. No, we have a whole hotel event space to hold up to 100 people. So it's going to be amazing. And join us, because it's really going to give you some phenomenal, um, powerful techniques to apply on your own. Not and the thing we decided is we want this container to continue. So we're holding it Zoom calls afterwards to ensure you stay on track with what you're investing in and learning in, not only the time and the money, but we don't want this just to be a one and done. Like, oh, here, no, we keep growing and continuing and practicing this stuff. So thanks so much, everybody, for joining in for Coffee Talk today. Let's see, did I cover everything I wanted? I got the dog. I got the coffee. We got what we loved. I didn't want to talk about those soul-destroying illusions. It's just anything that you don't love. If you're trying to work it out, here's the last thing I'll leave you with. I'm giving you all my secrets today. Pretty much gave you all of them. You just got to repeat them. Is you're going to know you're addicted to your soul-destroying illusions when you say things to yourself. I just got to figure it out. No, you don't. The only thing to do is focus on what you love. The other soul-destroying illusion says, if I do this, then I'm going to get this. No, you're not. You're just trying to resolve a problem within yourself. Just focus on what you love. Focus on your gardenia as it keeps getting blown by the wind. Gardenia. Maybe I just put it in my hair today. I just walk around like this. There we go. Focus on your gardenia. Cute little dog. Your delicious coffee. Your son's freckles. The beautiful birds. The perfect weather. I mean, this weather couldn't be any more perfect right now. Have I said that enough? Have I mentioned how perfect the weather is? And if you connect with other people who just want to keep talking about what they love, just start doing it too. Don't be aggravated by people who just want to talk about happiness and what they love. That's me. You can't be aggravated by it. Because if you're aggravated by people who just want to talk about what they love, you're actually in a place of soul-destroying illusion. And that you think by resolving those soul-destroying illusions, you're then going to get a happy life in what you love. It doesn't work that way. That's not how energy works. So choose what you love. Choose to connect to what you love. Talk about it. Dream about it. Use your imagination. Share it with me. Send me messages. Glad you joined, Kendra. This is a magical life. And we are way more powerful than we were ever allowed to be as children. You are allowed to be as powerful as you are. And you don't need my permission. I'm just a little reminder of how to do it based on connecting to the emotions that we all have the power to create. That's my superpower, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you all. So thanks for joining in. Cheers to Coffee Talk today. Just jazzed me up for the day with my little gardenia, my happiness connecting with you all. Hey, Jan, welcome. It's a beautiful journey and a wonderful ride to be able to over and over and over again come back to what I love. So in Kendra's case, what we did was, what's the next step is then from her genius of being fully aligned with the truth of who I am and myself and being able to follow through with that checklist is hold that vision and practice that over and over and over again. And that's what we call creating an end result or a choice. Focus on that choice and then follow through, take action, and see what you get. And that's called a feedback loop. So I could go on and on and on as I do in my group. If you want more information about joining the Art of Alchemy in our sacred space, we meet twice a week. If you want one-to-one coaching or just one session, you can find it under like first-time client session. If you need a one-to-one session, you want to plow through this stuff real quick. Or if you just want to hang out with Coffee Talk. I love having y'all here. So go have a magical day. Thanks for being a part of my life, and I'll see y'all soon.